A$AP Rocky is an innocent man. Ladies and gentlemen, A$AP Rocky is not guilty. Boom. I was thinking about that in terms of how it would sound in the video for some reason, and then when I said it, and I didn't see my intro play while I'm live on the air, I got worried that my editors had not added it into this live video so that I could, and I was in a second, like a fireball shooting from my eyes to the back of my head and blowing up in my brain. I was about to fucking send a message to like my creative team section in the Discord, like, hey, whoever made the A$AP Rocky video that I'm literally narrating currently, you forgot to add the introduction. What the fuck just happened to me? A$AP Rocky, not guilty of shooting A$AP Relly, but now just Relly. A$AP Rocky dives into Rihanna's arms, is not guilty, verdict is read at felony assault trial. I've been following this in the background, and there's no way to bring it up earlier, but this has been, just for the history of it, A$AP Relly, right, or Relly, was in an altercation with A$AP Rocky, who is the most talented in my mind of the A$AP crew, like by a bit. And then maybe like, I don't know, what, A$AP Ferg? I can't even remember what Ferg's hit. I don't know. I don't even know. But basically he shot at him twice and then like grazed his knuckle with a bullet, and that ended up in like felony assault charges, which were like massively overblown. And I remember watching this for the last several months, and people were like, wow, A$AP Rocky is a fucking bad dad. He's a piece of shit. Wow, he just tried to stand 10 toes down, and now he's going to do 24 years. And I was like, that is a confident man right there. This dude ain't going to do fucking any time. I said that in my mind, dude. I didn't fucking come up with it. Like, maybe that was a bad move, but I'm going to say hell no. Like, ooh, that doesn't, no. But I wasn't confident enough. And then it wasn't also like the most important thing, so I didn't talk about it. I was like, whatever. And he just got off, and it's been crazy. This is definitely one of those like, fuck this rich black guy. The vibe of fuck this rich black guy, and I'm saying black guy, but you know the word that's there. You know the word that's there. Fuck this rich black guy is the vibe that's been going around what I've been hearing this talk about. He is arrogant. His baby mama, a billionaire fashion mogul. His baby mama. Can I just say a billionaire fashion mogul? One of the richest black women of all time. One of the richest black women of all time. Billionaire fashion mogul. Played the Super Bowl. His baby mama, like, yeah, baby mama left the courthouse in tears. Like, did we say this? Did we say this about billionaires? A billionaire came and visited. She wasn't there the whole time. A billionaire came and visited him. You know that? Like, Rihanna had to have a forehead that big just to fit all them fucking money ideas in it. You know what I mean? Like, Rihanna is rich as fuck. Do y'all know that? Rihanna is like her. Put respect on Rihanna's name. They're like, I don't know. I didn't like that one song. Yeah, that shit sucked. But you know, like, she was like distracted by like making like $1 billion. Rich as fuck, bro. God damn. But it's been interesting as fuck to watch. Select Trump impression on the bingo card. Chill out, you goddamn it. She was there in and out and stuff. There was a lot of like funky talk around this whole thing, right? Like, oh damn, he's trying to intimidate the witness and stuff. But like, really, what he said was, they're like, what's AUG mean? AUG in the building, man. And AUG is just like AWGE, I think, maybe with like a 3. I can't remember how AUG is spelled. AWG something. But that's like a like secret group thing. And people are like, wow. Am I crazy? Who's crazy? Rocky only has kids with billionaires. Dude, bro. Offended in Caribbean. Oh, it's a pronounced A$AP Really. Don't listen, this is sabotage. Well, what the fuck? I read it out. I said, you wrote it. What the fuck is you asshole? What the Bop, 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 bop. Yeah, ASAP is a rap group. It's a little bit less group than other things. It's pretty similar to like Odd Future, where it's definitely like one guy and a series of other people, but it's kind of built like FaZe Clan, you know, and they're a little less affiliated than other ones. This is like affiliated mean like they're all part of the crew, but they're also a little bit more kind of independent in my mind that I've seen than some of the other types. Whereas you have some types where like you have a rap group where everyone's like really, really like we always make albums together. They're more like we all make albums side to side type vibe, right? But they can exist apart from each other. Mox got him, yeah. Rihanna is a huge star. Very cool. Jamaica's #1 export. About to get in trouble with Miss Minaj. No, she's from the Caribbean. Where is Onika from? I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm dead. The Barb's heard. That actually was scary. A horse lord, boom, boom, all is galloping, and then it's like, what, you forgot specifically where Onika Nicki Minaj is from? Oh, did you really? Oh no. More like a label than a group like Wu-Tang was. Thank you, actually, yes. So it's a music collective. I mean, it's ASAP. It is what it is, sort of deal. If you're just unfamiliar, all right, get into the thing. I only really like ASAP Rocky from it, and I don't like him all that much. Not like he's terrible. It's just not my vibe all the time. My favorite ASAP Rocky song is him on a fucking, like a duo track with Tyler, the Creator. All in the building, man. It's potato salad. Yo, dudes give me the cold shoulder, so I high-waist the belt. Rihanna is Barbados, if I remember correctly. Okay. Minaj is Afro-Indian. This is the best stream in a long time. Rihanna is from Barbados. Okay, Barbados. My bad. So thank you for correcting me. But based Rihanna. Either way, sorry. ASAP Relly. It was a crazy trial. I know where it was. Like at a certain point, like, you don't say what it is. That's like a thing, you know. And it's gonna ruin the mystique type deal. And so people are trying to like blow that one up too, because like they're like, so what does AUG stand for? And he's like, you can hear the guy stand, and like ASAP Rocky in court says, "Don't say." And the guy's like, "Oh." He doesn't say it, which is fucking awesome. And they're like, "Oh, Your Honor," and he's like, "Oh, what the fuck? I've never even seen some shit like this before." He just said, "No, don't say." And people are trying to be like, "Oh, it's witness intimidation. He's trying to destroy him." And then like you get deeper into it, you're like, "What happened really?" Like, "Oh, he shot at him twice, missed, and brushed his knuckles, and they're trying to give him 24 years." What? And he said, fuck no. And like it got to the point where the judge is like yelling at the prosecution wanted his ass on this one. They wanted his ass. They wanted a black man in jail like fucking crazy. Like it's just raw. Like, okay, what in the fuck? 24 years? He missed. Like as he popped a fucking shot off, you're gonna go for Mag. Like, well, we said if he said he was guilty, we'll give him 6. And he said no. He said no. I don't give a fuck you. No. Self-defense, baby. And he fucking got off. There's a video. You might see it in this. I don't know if you will. He gets not guilty and just raw jumps over the fucking bar behind him and like into Rihanna's arms. Like, you know, stage dive, dude. It's fucking bonkers. But I'm going to read this article. This is the AP by Andrew Dalton. Updated as of yesterday. And we'll go through this real quick. We'll go through this. ASAP Rocky dove into the arms of Rihanna Tuesday. What is this Rihanna link? I want to know. I want to know what the link is. Oh, just all Rihanna shit. Okay. As a clerk read the not guilty verdict at his trial on 2 felony counts of assault with a semi-automatic firearm, bro. They tried to fuck get his ass, and he said no. They fucking tried like, yo, how do you plead? And it was just like the fuck Kendrick Lamar telling Lil Wayne not to quit video. No. Hugs his attorney, Joe Tacopina, after he was found not guilty during his trial Tuesday, February 18th, 2025 in Los Angeles. The Los Angeles courtroom, full of fans of the hip-hop performer and his singing superstar partner, exploded into screaming glee as Rocky leapt from the defense table into the gallery where Rihanna sat between his mother and sister. They embraced and sobbed. After a 3-week trial, for he missed, fucking grazed the dude's fucking knuckle. 24 years on a quarter fucking century, bro. I graduated high school, or I started high school 24 years ago. I'm 37. That's the sentence this motherfucker was looking at. Max, right? I mean, would he have gotten it? Fuck no, but obviously he shouldn't have even gotten it in the first place. A quarter century on on those charges. Like, insanity, bro. Where Rihanna sat between his mother and sister. They embraced and sobbed. After a 3-week trial, the jury deliberated for just 3 hours to reach the verdict that spared Rocky, whose legal name is Rakeem Mayers. I did not know that. A prison sentence that could have run more than 2 decades. Damn, doxed. Oh, shit, watch out. Thank y'all for saving my life, he told the jurors as they left. Amid the chaos, it took the clerk a while to read the second not guilty verdict, though it was very unlikely the jury would be split on the counts. Mr. Myers, you're excused, Judge Mark Arnold said. On the eve of the trial, Rocky turned down a prosecution offer of just 6 months in jail, along with probation and other conditions, if he would plead guilty to 1 count. He said, fuck no. He said, fuck no. Fuck no and fuck you. And got it. He got what? I'm out, bro. And understand, everybody else that goes through this that doesn't have ASAP Rocky, my wife or my girl is a fucking billionaire money, they take these pleas and get fucked. He was not guilty. Not guilty of the crime. Did some shit happen? Yeah. Did the crime happen? Nah. Not there. Insufficient evidence. Other people take a felony plea. Other people take a misdemeanor and probation. That is how they like literally that's modern day slavery shit. That is the fucking that is the new Jim Crow shit right there. That's what that is. He said fuck no. This is a big deal. They tried to do him the way they do every other person that gets pulled up on a charge like that. Yeah, the evidence is weak, but you ain't got the fucking cash. You ain't got the fucking clout to fight this. You don't have the time, you don't have the money. Take it, and then for the rest of your life, you have to walk on fucking eggshells or you will go to extra jail. And every time you come back, people are like, well, I see that you did plead guilty to a former charge. And he said no. He said no. Other people would say yes. There are tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, in the prison system throughout America today that are fucked because earlier in their life, they had to take a plea on something like this because they didn't have the cash or they didn't have the clout or they didn't look good enough in a suit. Like, you just got a scary black guy face. Sorry, bud. You shouldn't have been born all bony looking and stuff. You got some bug fuck eyes. Bro, I don't know if you know this, but your hair's too fucking weird. There's no one's gonna fucking ever let you out of prison. So you better fucking plead to 6 months. The 6-month plea, I'll knock it down to an X, and then you're out on probation or something. Cop fucking whip, whip. You fucking smoking weed, holding shit. Oh, you violated probation. Damn, that's crazy. Now you gotta go to jail. Now you get the whole sentence. Oh, wait, what? Whomp. Like, literally, the best way to describe this is just think of this as the justice system sneaking up in front of you while you're walking on a tile floor and going like, oh, watch out, and just squirting Dawn dish soap on the ground. And they're like, hey, watch where you walk, buddy. For the rest of your life, you're fucked. Understand? You have any of that shit, they'll bring it up every time. Every fucking prosecutor in America, they'll never tell you what it is. And you guys have fucking old ass woman, fucking white lady. What was on jury duty with me? Give you one of those. And this is after all a lifetime, a history of violent convictions. You pled guilty. Did you not plead guilty to a felony assault charge with a firearm just 5 years ago? Yes. Oh my God. And then you hear that shit, and then it's like, oh, fuck, man. I don't know if you know this, but you got to play at a handicap for the rest of your life. Otherwise, they're going to get fucking license plates out of you. Fucking, who's this guy? Yeah, I bet we could turn him into a litter getter. Hey, yo, black fella, you have a fucking rough day? You fucked up a little bit? Well, you better keep your fucking nose clean, because you step out of line one bit, or we just feel like you did, and we're going to turn you into a litter getter. You're going to be in a fucking orange jumpsuit on the side of the road for the rest of your fucking life. Don't slip up. Don't make any fucking mistakes. That shit is rough. And A$AP Rocky said, no, No, thank you. Not guilty. Walked. Bye. I'm done. He's done. He might actually get some fucking compensation if he had to do any fucking like pretrial hootie hoo. Thank you. Pay for my costs. Motherfucker, bro. On the eve of the trial, Rocky turned down the prosecution offer. Yes. Got him. Insisting on his innocence, Rocky decided to gamble that a jury would feel the same. It paid off. Gamble. He had to roll the dice, bro. He's fucking got the bones on the floor, man. A gamble. Isn't that nuts? That it's a gamble? Like there's a level of statistical improbability like attached to whether or not the things are the way they are. Like you should roll the dice on it. Fuck me, man. Insisting on his innocence, Rocky decided to gamble that a jury would feel the same. It paid off. The jurors felt at least that there was reasonable doubt of his guilt, which is the whole thing. Beyond a reasonable doubt. Not like, oh, yeah, sure. That's a scary-faced black man. God, why do they wear their hair like that? He looks like a Klingon. They are violent people from the Star Trek universe. Oh, gosh. Oh. Trying to get your ass, dude. They're fucking trying to get you. Don't mess up. Don't slip up. They're fucking get your ass. He said no. He walked. That's fucking awesome. Good for him. Fuck yes. I said the same fucking thing. What happened? He got his knuckle grazed. They said, you can either fucking cop to 6 months, and we were fighting, right? And that's what it ended up being. It's like, I fucking was defending myself. He's fucking with me and shit, and I had a gun on me. It's my right as an American to have. Y'all fucking flooding the streets with these fucking things. Pop. I didn't even hit him. I think so we're all good. I'll buy him a fucking Band-Aid. Some, like, a week of therapy to get over the fact that he got shot. Yeah, really walking to the fucking car afterwards. The entire... if I can find this, I'll play it. But one of the fucking paparazzi was eating him, dude. Eating him alive is rough. He's like, so Relly, are you a snitch now? People are saying that you're a snitch. Did you snitch? Are you a snitch? And Relly's like, man, you fucking shot at me, dude. If someone shoots at you, you gonna be a snitch? Someone did shoot at me, Relly. I have a bullet in my leg still. Relly, I have a bullet in my leg still because I got shot. I didn't say nothing. I'm not a snitch. Relly, are you a snitch? I'm like, what the Oh man, Tyler calling me black fella skeezes me out a bit, even though he's not trying to be offensive at all. It's like when you walk past a rich guy and you instantly feel it easy. What? A black fella? Fuck. Okay, I'll try to avoid it. If other people say it's bad, but I think that's fine. I'm gonna stand on that one's okay. What is even the etymology of the family name? Demons? Bro knew he had a 70% chance going to the river and took it. Jamel Maurice Demons is his real name? That's not real. What? What is that? Are you fucking with me? The FNM Melly guy got it the worst with how he looks and having his real non-rap name be Demons. Is it at least like the fucking one skit, you know, like the Aaron shit, where it's like actually supposed to be like Demont or something, like it's like a French name? Is Mr. Demont here? You're like, actually I go by Demons. Mr. Demons. Oh my god. Never take a plea yet, dude. It's not that you can't ever take a plea. Sometimes they might actually be the best thing for you. They might be. Plea deals are what they are, especially if you actually like, if you did it, and you're like, busted. That might be it. But don't just raw take pleas. And if you're fucking like, public defender's like, looks tired and bored, it's like, I don't know, I think this is the best for you. Like, you might not be getting the actual best deal. It's real and it's Greek. That's fucking crazy. Ugh. Rihanna hugged the defense lawyers, as did Rocky. She attended the trial sporadically and brought the couple's two sons, 2-year-old RZA, RZA, or is it RZA? Like RZA? Like that's RZA, Jizza, the Wu-Tang Clan, 36 Chambers of Shaolin. RZA Athelston Mares and 1-year-old Riot Rose Mares for some of the closing arguments. The couple had to fight through a crush of photographers, reporters, YouTubers, and fans to get into a waiting SUV outside the courthouse after the verdict. The whole experience has been crazy for the past 4 years, Rocky said amid the mob scene. I'm thankful and it's blessed to be here right now, to be a free man talking to y'all. Man, Relly's going to have to go work with fucking, like, Drake from now on. He's got fucking... bro, you did do this snitched on Rocky? And he was innocent. Bro, did you try to set up an innocent man? Like, the worst day of his life every fucking day. I almost do legitimately feel kind of like bad for him because that's fuck. Ooh. You know, like sometimes like somebody goes to like, you know, the executioner's chair and you're like, man, that guy has it coming. Like he earned it. But like, I still kind of feel bad because that's fuck. Ooh. Like the empathy of someone else that's getting fucking like a spanking, you know, you see like your cousin getting one. You're like, ooh, man, you had that coming because you were a fuck up. But like, damn. RZA and Riot are kind of hard names. It is. Those are pretty crazy. It's nothing like Jaden Smith though. I don't know. I think I was watching the YMS review of that fucking Jaden Smith, Will Smith movie. Cuss with sauce, sir. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't worry about it. District Attorney Nathan Hochman said he respected the jury's decision. Our office remains committed to seeking accountability for those who break the law, no matter their status or influence. Okay. In Los Angeles. Everybody hearing that shit like, okay. Sure. Oh my God. Hochman said in a statement, fame does not place anyone above the law, and we will not waver in our pursuit of justice for victims of this community. Like, bro, fucking. Next time Donald Trump's there, fucking wrap him up. Okay? I know Bibi Netanyahu visits LA. Go ahead, throw them fucking cuffs on him and send him over to send him to The Hague. The verdict came. Hey, no. I will probably end up buying your subscription here soon. The verdict came at the height of Rocky's fame, if not the pinnacle of his music career. The 3-time Grammy nominee, fashion mogul, and actor has a banner year in the works and can now look to it without the threat of prison hanging over him. He is scheduled to headline the Rolling Loud Music Festival in March. He's one of the celebrity co-chairs of fashion's biggest nights, the Met Gala, in May. He stars with Denzel Washington and director Spike Lee's film Highest to Lowest, set for release in early summer. Prosecutors and their witnesses say that he was beefing with a former friend, A$AP Relly, now just Relly, I guess, with whom he had been in a crew who called themselves the A$AP Mob since high school. They said the two men met up in Hollywood on November 6, 2021, and after a scuffle, Rocky pulled a gun and fired twice at Relly, who said one of the shots grazed his knuckle but was not seriously hurt. Rocky's lawyer, Joe Tacopina, said in his closing statement that Relly is an angry pathological liar who committed perjury again and again and again and again. Rocky's lawyers and witnesses said said Rocky had shot a prop gun that only fires blanks, which he had been carrying for security since taking it from a music video set months earlier. They said he fired it as a warning because Relly was attacking another member of the crew. Oh, no. Dude, he fucking fired blanks out of me. I'm done. He shot me, man. He shot me, bro. Fucking blank gun. He said, right, he's lucky I'm not Alec Baldwin. That's what A$AP said. After Earth, yes. Oh my God, bro. After Earth, fuck. True street shark ass names for kids. Hell, you gotta name your children after the street sharks. What a cut. What a deep cut. Oh, Willow Smith featured on one of the worst songs ever recorded, Emo Girl by Machine Gun Kelly. Oh my God. I've said this before. I think Willow Smith is going to be in like politics when she grows up. I think you're going to see Willow Smith going like fuck crazy. She got like future Democratic operative written all over her. Her family's suspicious. So it's another red table talk. You ever launch a whole podcast just to try to massage how weird your relationship is with your husband? Look, we're going to talk to like 3 more guests, and then we are going to get back to whether or not I think that the ghost of Tupac still like whispers Will Smith a bitch in my ear every day. Every time Will Smith has like a stumble or does something weird or stupid or funny, I can feel Tupac behind me going, ha! Sometimes I look over at her, at Jada. It seems like she's laughing with somebody that's not in the room. I don't know what this bit is. That whole thing was funny. You remember when he slapped the shit out of Chris Rock? That was that was one hell of a year. You weren't supposed to do that, Will Smith. Will Smith had a Kanye moment. Will Smith's head's been looking a little different. Will Smith might have one of the incredible screw-on heads. He had, like, they tried to get him. Maybe he got his old head back. That was what happened, actually. You saw he was on screen. They had him. They had the old head and the new head. That was that movie where he was, like, trying to take out his younger self. That was actually, like, filmed real. When you get the new head, you gotta go kill the old you. Like a fucking... It's like the Body Snatchers, but instead of a pod, it's just a horrible movie. That's why Eddie Murphy maybe got a new head. That's why Eddie Murphy, you remember he stopped laughing like he did? Eddie Murphy used to laugh different. Now you don't hear him do it anymore. He's got excuses for it. Maybe he was in that fucking Nutty Professor playing like 5 different people, and he's like, where'd you find all these other Eddie Murphys? Then you stop hearing the laugh all of a sudden, like, oh, where's Fat Eddie Murphy 6? And they're like, oh, we can't find him. Huh? I thought he was the original. Where'd he go? And all the other Eddie Murphys are like, he. People are like, I don't know how they did that. It was editing? No. It was a series of Eddie Murphy clones. One of them ate the real Eddie Murphy. That's why none of them can do the real Eddie Murphy laugh anymore. His head changed shape. I'm gonna spread the Hollywood head snatcher until it just absolutely goes wildfire. I can't wait. So I got reports here. Let me tell you, people. Head snatchers. I know you don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it. Satan, all those things, other places in the sky. People looking down on you from dark stars on the other side of the sun. We know it, but I'll tell you what. We found out. New heads. They're getting new heads. They are cloning the old ones and killing the originals, screwing on new heads. Oh my God. Will Smith's first kid is a legend, bro. Just off the grid, completely like a ghost. Yeah, you got that fucking vanished. That was like the perfect platonic form of a slap. Like, the ideal. You're like, when you reference that back to a pot from the attic, you know what I mean? That's why Murphy hasn't been in many good movies recently. With each copy, his talent declined. I'll tell you, man. You remember when Eddie Murphy disappeared for a little while? And then he showed up, his head was a little different looking? Screwed a new one on. He was in that movie, like 1,000 words and shit. Like he couldn't talk the whole time. It was like Eddie Murphy, but he couldn't talk, couldn't laugh. He was like, what happened here? What the fuck is this? You remember Eddie Murphy back in the fucking 80s and shit? Boom, bam, boom, bam, bam, boom, boom, boom. Dude, that shit was fucking that goddamn Beverly Hills Cop. Remember that? He fucking swinging around on the back of fucking trucks and shit. Funny as fuck. Doing that crazy ass laugh. That laugh was like one of the key parts. I think that fucking movies end on that. I can't do it. I can't do it at all. Fucking iconic fucking laugh. All of a sudden he comes back like, yeah. He's been gone for a minute. He's in a fucking Dr. Doolittle ass movie and no one saw that shit. And then he comes back. He's like, oh, what happened? I got a magic tree in my backyard that makes it so I can't talk. The comedian Eddie Murphy from the red jumpsuit Eddie Murphy got a new head screwed on. Not funny anymore. What the fuck happened? What goes on out there in Hollyweird? It's the Hollyweird head snatchers. That's what I think. Axel Foley moment. Pluto Nash. Pluto Nash is back there, but he believed in it. Oh. Are you telling me there are multiples of Tyler Perry running around too? Dude, don't get me nervous like that. That might be that's the original. You go to Tyler Perry's house and it looks like a house on the inside. Then you get in there and it looks like one of them 1980s versions of like what science looked like. You know, they got the big plastic buttons that are all glowing and shit. Fucking like readouts and shit. Everything's got like dust covers and shit. And then there's just like a table with a bunch of Golden Globes and Oscars and EGOTs and shit. Some of them don't even belong to him, just thrown onto a table. All this stuff's got like big dust covers over the top of it. There's like some sort of like picture of a guy up on a wall, and you're like, oh, what is that? You can only see half the face. And then you look, and behind all of these, there's just one thing with a readout going, and just like original subject lost contact is going, like the light on the was it HAL 3000? I can't ever remember, from 1001 Space Odyssey. Boom, 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 boom. One of those good fucking like transistor lights or whatever the fuck they call it. You can hear it when it clicks on. Like a phosphor light. Like, what the hell's going on in here? And you just walk, and then you start seeing, like, you open a room, and it's just 1,000 Medea bodies. Not rotting. Just deflated and prunish. Not like a costume either, right? Just like all the fucking eyes like sucked up into the back of the heads. There's just an unsettling glow from the walls. You don't know what was quite rubbed on them, but it's not a color that you normally see. Something out of space and time, and you just boom, 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 boom. And you just pizza delivery. Something, you hear things scuttering around, skittering out there. Oh, what the fuck was that? And then you look down a hallway and you're like, what the heck? Carrying your pizza, I guess. You're a pizza delivery guy in this, by the way. You've been a pizza delivery guy the whole time, sorry. You work for a disreputable chain like Pizza Hut, too. You hate your life. You shouldn't be here, but you need the tip. You're walking in like, the hell are these dust marks on the ground? Like something's been dragged, but also like you can see just like a little bit of too much shine in the old like tile. Like instead of like the tile's been cleaned, it's just been scraped a bit, like just like an inch here and an inch there. Like something very sharp has dug into it as this drag mark that has been repeated again and again and again. It's got like waves, like ripples, like you can see time shifting as the thing drags itself back and forth again and again and again over so many decades, and you're walking alongside of it. What is going on here? And then to the end of the hallway, you just see in a pile of like a small puddle, not a big, just a tiny puddle of like, maybe, is that dried blood? Drips, drops, a bit of a splatter, something on the walls, you know, faded mostly. But in the middle of it, it's something that like almost resembles like a human spine, but it's made out of steel and some sort of like strange, stretchy fabric, some weird, unknown material, almost muscular, almost litigious, you know what I mean? But not quite there. And you get closer and you look at it, and on the top of this spine-like thing, just a threaded screw, and a big, long piece of copper with a very, very sharp point, and you hear boom out of the side of your ear. Like, what the fuck was that? Like a kitchen pans or something, like falling down, and you just hear like, in here. You step past it. What the fuck? I hello? You look at the bottom of it, like on the base, it's got like these big bolts, right? Like these big, thick bolts and these like curved bits of metal that like almost like it kind of reminds you of the shape of like bones in your chest, but you know, quite. Hello, like I said, in here, and you go in, and oh my god, is that TV and film's own Tyler Perry, and he's standing there in just a normal suit, and Steve Harvey is there too, but he's not talking for some reason. You're like, hey, it's Mr. I'm a big fan. He goes, I know you are. Who wouldn't be? Ha. That's $25 plus tip, right? Yeah. Here you go. Just sit it right down. Right there. Because he's standing in the back with Steve Harvey, who's looking at you. They're like on the other side of like a almost like an industrial kitchen type thing, you know, but you're like, it's normal, right? Because it's like Hollywood. They probably have big parties out there. And there's a lot of dust. And this room's really clean. But like outside, there's a lot of dust. But, you know, if they have big parties, and it's just a series of big metal catering tables, you know, the ones that curve under. And if you ever touch underneath them, you're like, oh, God, I don't like the way that rolled steel feels when it's not polished. You know what I mean? They got those wheels that are always kind of locked in with that big, and it knocks that like holder into the rubber wheel, and you set it down there. He's like, yeah, right there. Right there. Okay, yeah. And like you start stepping around to talk to him. Oh, no. Your money's right there. Just right there to the right of you. And then you look and there's just a little silver table, right? Like, whoop. Looks like one of those pieces from Sorry and without the top on it, you know, like Sorry the game where this little piece has that little ball, like it's almost like a little person with a head, but that part's gone. It's just that flat piece. And on top of it is perfectly calculated, all the cash plus tip, and you pick it up and you leave. Boo, boo, boo. That little machine going off as you walk outside. Doo, doo, doo. And you realize that you never saw Steve Harvey blink. And also you remember, that was none of your business. West Atlanta, Tyler. I saw that episode too. Actually, I didn't see the whole episode. I saw somebody talking about it. Bro, fucking. Blackface is racist as shit, but I'm going to say whiteface is like unfathomably unsettling. It is so creepy. I mean, maybe that's how I feel like the other side. Like, blackface is very bad. Very bad. There's something about whiteface that accomplishes like a dark terror. Like, cause it really does always look like the fakest of fake skin, you know? I don't like those French people with their fucking white face makeup, all corpsed out and shit. You know, I drew a little heart on my cheek. I don't like it. It might just be a Tyler thing. I don't think that people should be paper colored. The fucking, Tyler the Creator white face where he gingers himself, ginger face Tyler the Creator from that one music video. I was just almost like, I can't fucking look at that. That shit is, it's so deeply unsettling. God damn. Is Impromptu Horror Story part of the bingo yet? Not yet. Not yet. Maybe actually. I don't know. I wouldn't know. I don't make those. New Westside Fairy Tale episode. Tune in anytime. What is he yapping about? Everybody else is like, shh. Eddie made that movie with the man that got skinny and mad about interracial dating between black Christians and white Jewish people. Where that vanished off my, like, literally disappeared as I was looking at it. I bend my hair back and forth. I bend my hair back. Between black Christians and white Jewish people last year. Another one? Really? Isn't that just the Nutty Professor? Spandex. All I want is spandex. That movie is fucking dumb as shit. You might just have a fear of clowns or Irish people. Maybe. I don't know. I think it's just done really well. It's creepy as shit. I think most face paint is like unsettling, actually. That's probably what it is. I don't like noticeable makeup. Like it gets me like, it's probably just like a fucking neurodivergent thing. It's not actually bad that people do it, but like if you put like distinctive makeup on anybody's face, it can actually like make me like unsettled. Even if it's nice looking, I'm like, it fucks my whole brain up. Aversion to French whiteface is an evolutionary adaptation of lead-based makeup. True. Absolutely a fact. The jurors were also instructed that if they found that Rocky reasonably believed that he or one of his two friends with him that night were in imminent danger of injury and that he used reasonable force, they could find the defendant not guilty. The jurors were escorted from the courthouse and all left promptly without speaking to reporters. It wasn't clear whether they reached the verdict because they believed he was in fact carrying a prop gun or that he acted in self-defense. Why are you adding that? They did not have to agree on their reasoning or explain it outside of the jury room. They just had to reach the same conclusion. Yes. They saw through this mirage of a case, Tacopina said. He turned down a plea for almost no jail time because he was innocent. In his closing argument, Deputy District Attorney John Lewin urged the jurors not to be influenced by the celebrity or family aspects of the case and suggested, damn, Rihanna bringing the kids to closing arguments was an attempt to manipulate the jury. I mean, what? Look, I know this fella has children. Who doesn't these days? But I don't want you to look into the eyes of these so-called children and assume for a second and feel in your heart for a moment a bit of humanity. I want you to focus on finding him guilty. He said, reminding the people of what's at stake as jury manipulation is fucking bonkers. I mean, at what point is it manipulation? Like, God, I guess I gotta treat this person like a person. I've got to consider the fucking human element of this for a second. God damn. Oh, it was 2023 on Netflix called You People. Not reviewing that movie. Good luck to the editor of this segment because I had no clue he hadn't finished the article yet. That's one of my editors. One of my editors lightly inferring that they will not be editing this video. Oh, God. Oh, one of my editors just said, I don't know who's going to be fixing this shit, but it ain't me. Oh, man. Fuck me, right? Trip says, yes. God damn, dude. Oh. After the verdict, Tacopina said outside the courthouse that Rocky did not want her here. I will tell you that. He said Rocky wanted to shield her from this. Wild horses couldn't keep her away. Oh, dude, Rolling Stones. Wow. Shout out the Vosh people waiting for me to start the Vosh segment. Wild horses couldn't keep me away. Rocky was more than 30 minutes late for the reading of the verdict and looked shaken and tense as he waited for it. There was a moment when, before we heard the words from the clerk, he didn't know if he was going to be spending the next 2 decades in jail or going home, Tacopina said. Then came the explosion of the emotion and the leap into the crowd. I didn't know how athletic he was, Tacopina said. That was raw emotion. You got to see that. Even for us, it was insane. Andrew Dalton read this shit. Okay, cool. Thank you. Oh, Meghan, that's just a suspect. Meghan Markle. I hate that fucking lady. I don't even know why. I just don't want to see her face.
Hope you enjoyed your time on the Westside.